Greetings, land of YouTube. So maybe death crosses do mean something. I've been critical of YouTubers here lately, and I need to criticize myself as well. Well, before I get started here, I called this little guy in here. If I could get my line working, I call this a head and shoulders here, and it's not. Head has to be taller. What I think could happen here is maybe it's a double shoulder. Maybe Bitcoin comes down here like this and prints out a smaller one, something like this. So this would be the left shoulder, and this is actually the head here. See, because the head's got to be taller. So I apologize for that. And while I'm on that, criticizing myself, I need to talk about. For those of you just tuning into my channel for the first time, this is a Wyckoff distribution. I've been talking about this. This is what Bitcoin is looking like right here for the last 8 months. And I'm saying that I'm claiming that it has a chance to go down to 20,000, maybe lower. But before I get to that, I want to criticize myself one time here. I was talking about YouTube Bitcoin channels have a tendency to grab a hold of a piece of information they hear on another channel and just run with it. And I do that too. It's a really common thing on YouTube. I want to say this real quick. I had been saying that if a big pump or a big dump happens on the weekend, then the opposite will happen on the Monday. And I got this information from one of the best technical analysts on YouTube about Bitcoin. And it's definitely wrong. I've been looking at it. This was a pump last weekend right here. These giant green bars was a pump on Sunday, and Monday it just went up a little bit. That's not true. I was saying it's almost statistical guarantee, and I'd looked at it before, and it's definitely not true. So I apologize for that. I will fact check the things I get off other channels from now on, because I've suddenly come to realize that a lot of channels on YouTube about Bitcoin are giving out some really bad information, and I'm not. It's not my job to criticize people, but I'm gonna take extra steps to give good, solid information to my viewers. So one thing I've been seeing over the last week is YouTube Bitcoiner channels have been saying that this death cross is absolutely irrelevant. It means nothing, and it's nothing. And I'd seen a couple of them talk about the last death cross was here. This is the COVID dump, and that's just irrelevant. The COVID dump is just an outlier statistic. It's not even. You can't take stuff from the COVID dump. It wasn't a normal market situation. There's been 4 death crosses since over the last 2 bull runs since the year 2017 started. The last one was COVID-19 here, and I'm not counting that one, so just erase that from memory. There was one here, and then there was one here. And I've watched some really super popular channels of people that say that, they're super successful, and I believe them, they are. But some of the things that they say, some of the things I've seen over the last 7 months, they're so wrong. It's almost unbelievable. And I was looking at this one here. Like I said, I hate criticizing people and stuff, but when it comes to people investing their money off something that someone else says, there should probably be a little extra oomph to the information you give out. So of course the decisions are always your own. You're the king or queen of your own castle. It's your responsibility. But I had seen some really high quality or high subscriber number channels say that this death cross here, this is the 50-day moving average, the green one, and the yellow is the 200. I had seen them saying that this death cross is irrelevant because it doesn't matter. And I was looking at this, and I don't understand what they meant. On this one, there was actually a pump. In 24 hours after it crossed, there was actually a big pump, but then it flattened out. And from the top of that pump over the next 30 days, it dropped 40%. And it's is obvious. I mean, look at the month after this death cross. That's a 40% drop from there, and from the actual death cross a month later, it was down about 26%. So a 26% drop over 30 days is not irrelevant, and that does mean something. And then there was another one back here, and it basically just stayed flat. And then there was a pump, and but a month later it was back to where it was. So I mean, it's not, that one was kind of nothing. But this death cross is this 50-day moving average and the 200 moving average. The cross, and it's not really something that signals something's going to happen right now or something's going to happen soon. It's more of a lagging indicator. It's kind of like a sports reporter writing a story about a sporting event after it's over. So what it says is Bitcoin's been dumping, right? And one thing that's glaringly obvious is look at the trajectory on this one here compared to the last three before it in relevant times. See how it's just kind of a low angle. It just kind of glides in like an airplane landing here, here, and even the COVID dump kind of just kind of glides in. Nice easy landing. This is different. This is going down, and it's a harsh angle. So, anyways, it's down. Bitcoin's down about $2,000 on the cross. There's the cross right there, and Bitcoin has already fell $2,000. And it's more of an indicator. I mean, it's not, the death cross really doesn't cause this to happen. It's just a description. It's a story about the sporting event. This guy did this and this guy did that, and here's all the stats. Right? That's what the death cross is. But the big picture here is this is a Wyckoff distribution. This is the bottom here. This is the true accumulation. And I know I'm one of the few people that are talking about it. And it's glaringly obvious. These Wyckoff distributions were invented, or not invented, but were discovered, were observed by a fella named Richard Wyckoff. He was born in 1873, folks. 1873. Passed away in 1934. And he did this little system. He came up with this system because he noticed that people like me and people like you listening are constantly getting wiped out by the big players who know exactly what they're doing, and they have the power to manipulate this market. So although Bitcoin is wonderful and I like it and everyone likes it, and I know you hate hearing these bad stories about it going down, but it is being manipulated, right? Don't sit around and wait for the YouTubers come out and complain about it being manipulated and it's FUD and it's someone else's fault. Well, money markets are manipulated. That's just how it is. The good thing about this is see this arrow here. After this is all said and done, it shoots up to the sky. So the good thing about this is there is going to be an amazing, wonderful recovery of Bitcoin. Okay, we can still go 100,000, 200,000 by the end of this year. There is going to be a nice booming recovery. That part of the reason why this is being manipulated is so the big players can buy Bitcoin at cheap prices. They want to buy here, and they're going to gobble it up, and so am I. And I shouldn't draw a straight line, but it's going to do something like this, with the kickback or the drawbacks. But anyways, I just want to make this video to criticize myself, and hopefully some other YouTubers can figure this out. This is accumulation down here, reaccumulation, distribution, redistribution. Okay, this is redistribution. This is not accumulation. Even if someone on YouTube says that whales are buying here, that's all fine and dandy, but the trade and the manipulation is going to drive this down. And it's my opinion. It's not guaranteed, but it's what I think is happening. And I noticed it about a week or two ago. I started getting inklings at the start of this month 2.5 weeks ago. It's not too late. It's not too late. Out over here on the green, I got all these buy orders set. I might move these down even further. This might be a nice little buy box area if you're interested. Something like that. You know, if you just want to buy one time, if you want to click your finger one time, this would probably be a good time to do it. And then you can sit back for 6 months and watch it do this. And you don't care if it comes down 30 or 40% because you bought down here. But I'm not really giving out advice. You got to always make your own decisions. I'm perfectly capable of giving out bad information now and in the future. So always fact check yourself. And in this video, I need to keep it short. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching.